Hey everybody, this is Brothers Forge Gaming and welcome to NESQuick. Today's game in review is Defender of the Crown. This is a 1989 Ultra game that is a medieval strategy style game where you get to choose between 4 different knights. They label Wilford being the easiest to beat the game with in the book, but there's a few good choices there. But you choose a knight, and then you go into the legendary Sherwood Forest where you meet Robin Hood and get briefed with a kind of little cutscene and stuff like that. And then it's on to the actual battle map, which brings you into that strategic map of England. You know, and you have some allies, but you can actually attack each other, so it's kind of not, even other allies, it's like you can still be attacked by them or attack them and so on. But the idea is that you are the Saxons and you're trying to conquer all the Normans, and then ultimately the one guy has to take over all of England, become king. The main part of this game is building armies and moving troops to territories and kind of holding that. There's, kind of some cheesy sprite battles that you get to do a little bit of commands and stuff, like reminds you of like a early Heroes of Might and Magic style game or something. But you pit different enemies against each other and ultimately try to win battles and conquer land, which is not the most exciting part, but at least this game does offer a few other things that do kind of ramp up its playability, and that is you can do raids, which is kind of like a cool sword fighting scene. You also use this scene when you at some point you can rescue a damsel in distress, which is kind of a cool feature, and then you actually get her by your side for the rest of the game. You can do castle sieges, which is a whole ordeal. You have to have catapults and do all this stuff and rush your guys in, and that's actually how you storm castles to get to the final fights and stuff like that. And then they also have the castle defense. When people are attacking your home castle, you get to do kind of this fun. It was one of my favorite parts, actually, is this fun crossbow scene, and you can get really good at it and actually stay alive a while, which helps you get through the game a little further. The last thing, and probably one of the best parts of Defender of the Crown, is you or other knights can call the arena battle, like a tournament, and you get to actually joust, which is a lot of fun. There's a bunch of different cutscenes and animations for that. You do a little bit of melee fighting, which again is cool, and you can bet land and fame and money and all this stuff. So it's just a really fun part of the game, and something you do need to get good at to progress. And you get some cool cutscenes if you can actually win the tournament. Ultimately, this game is just incredibly challenging to go for the long haul. You want to kind of get in and play around with some of the cool features, but it's really just a grind. You have to do everything right, make all the right decisions, build your army correctly. You only get like one thing you can do per turn, so it makes it kind of tough on building. It seems like you make one wrong decision and then all of a sudden you lose everything, and the other players always seem to be incredibly stronger than you. So it would take a lot of time, a lot of playing, and you'd really have to enjoy the strategy battle. I mean, we always enjoyed it, and we have our fun with it, and I've still just never, I played one pretty lengthy match, but ultimately I just never have gotten to the end of this game. But it might be worth it to that enthusiast of the that style computer strategy game, but this is probably going to miss a lot of people's top picks, because it can be just boring. You're not really getting that much out of it. You basically, after you play it like for 30 minutes, you can probably get everything that you would need out of this game on that aspect. So when it comes to Defender of the Crown, Brothers Forge says take it for what it is. If you like strategy, maybe give it a shot. It's a pretty cheap game, but not something for everybody. So hope you enjoyed this review, and we will catch you next time.